before I start out with him, he's got to settle. We've seen that over the last week. The bumper in the mouth is a real calming effect for him. Good. Sit. Just sit. Good. Much better. There's a nice little change if we calm him down. The eyeball on these bumpers, sit. Now watch the difference when we get something in his mouth. Hold. 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 Good. That's a little bit of a calming for him. Good. Now the question will be hold. Hold. The question will be when we move, can he maintain that focus? Good. We're going to try the same thing with him that we did with the other two, but we'll build up to it. Hold. Good. Hold. Good. 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 Hold. Very good. Good. Hold. Hold. Good. Hold. Very good. Dead. Good. Sit. Hold. 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 Good. I'm giving him quite a bit of room. I'm back over an arm's length away. Hold. Good boy. Very good. Real hot, humid day today, so we went early this morning and exercised, and then we've been in the house in the air conditioning most of the day. These guys have been in place, so they have plenty of energy right now. Hold. So one thing about when we're hold conditioning, we don't do any retrieving. So their energy, the amount of stuff I can do with them is less when it comes to retrieving. We've got other stuff we can work on, but foundational type stuff. But the most part, it affects their, I think they get a little bit anxious too because they don't quite get the energy burn-offs that they normally would. Hold. Good. Hold. And Tito struggles with controlling his level of energy in the first place. He's just a high, real excitable, easily excitable dog. Hold. Good. Hold. Hold. Good. Dead. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Good. Sit. I don't want him laying down. Good. Sit. Come here. Sit. Just because of his energy level, I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to use this. It's an adjustable leader collar. It's got the tab so it's not going to come off. It's tightened enough to stay tight, but not too loose that it falls off when he moves. Comes over his head. Now that would be more when he's running. I'm not going to apply here, but it gives me this tail that I can use as a little tab. Sit. Almost like I'm healing him. I'm going to see if this doesn't help control him a little bit. So when I'm going to ask him to move, I take away a little bit of his freedom. This hand's not going to pet him at all. Here. Sit. And then what I would do is, let's see how this goes. And from this, I'd go to just leaving the collar on him with this tail hanging. Wait. He'll feel it, not me holding it, hopefully. But I might not even put a bumper in his mouth and move him today. He's just so wound. So this might be what we work on next, is me moving him with control. Sit. And then I bump him to sit and remind him that I've got a lot of control of him. Heel. Sit. You can see he's just a little crisper with it on. Goes back to his foundation. Sit. So what I'm going to do is leave him there. We'll get a repetition out of him. You can see he's going back to getting more willing to like reach out and want to pick this up too. Hold. But I'm going to put this collar on the position and hold it like I would. Hold. If I were to move him. Because tomorrow or one of these days, I'm going to try to move him under control. And when I do that, I'm going to probably use this. Hold. Good. Hold. So I'm juggling a couple balls. I'm controlling him over here with this hand and this steady tab. This tail off the adjustable. Hold. He's just become real loose with the bumper. You can see it moving in him, in his mouth. So this change has changed how he's holding. Hold. Hold. It's real loose in his mouth. Hold. Hold. So I got to get him back to where he was before I put that collar. All of a sudden the collar's on and he's got this thing in there so loose, it'll fall out. Hold. 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 Good. Hold. It's still really loose. I won't even think about moving him right now. He barely has it in his mouth. Hold. 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 That's enough. Hold. Hold. Frustrating for me, and I probably am more frustrated than I did want to be right now. So I'm taking it out, taking a break. Because it's just a frustrating moment for me. As I go, sit down. He struggles. And some of his struggles with me, sit. So it's probably good that you see that because I get frustrated. Change one little thing and he just... It's not his fault. I mean, it's not his fault. So I'll try to find something to end it on positive here because that one wasn't. You can tell with his heavy panting, he gets stressed. Moving him around down here stressed him out. Putting the collar on him stressed him out. His stressing it out created poor performance. His poor performance pissed me off. Now before I go back in, I better get myself in a pretty good, much better state of mind. Good. He can be frustrating, this dog. It's been a while since I had one that's so childish. He just seems real childish. Immature. Which is strange because his sister is not. Hold. Hold. Good. So I went to a bigger bumper. That little bumper was pretty easy for him to loosen up and let bounce around in his mouth. Hold. Good. Can't hardly hold this one loose or it falls. Hold. Good. See, he's got a lot better grip on it. Hold. Hold. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Hold. That's a good boy. Good. Hold. Good boy. That's much better. It's a good way to end it off of that last one. Good. Hold. Hold. Good boy. Very good. Hold. Hold. Good. Dead. Good. Sit. Come on. Sit. Come on. Sit. So I'm going to let him settle back. I mean, I think him jumping over to that freezer is an example of, like, he did pretty good on that last trip. A lot better than the one before. Both of us did better. But that amount of him, in order for him to do that, he penned up all that energy. That's why when I took it out and I went over there and he jumps over and he gets to the point where his mind and body run so hot and fast that when I do ask him to focus and he does it, it's like that mind and body is still running a meter in the back, and it's just building a tab up. And as soon as he gets done and I say you're good and you did it well, all that energy unwinds, just springs. And then he loses his mind and he acts like an idiot. And then I get upset. So it's probably a valuable lesson, an example of it, where I had to recognize my shortfalls as well. Good.